Hello and welcome to this video on solving the prime list problem. Problem statement is, to replace all the values of the nodes of the given linked list with the nearest prime number. If more than one prime number exists at an equal distance, we have to choose the smallest one. Next, let's write the main function, prime list, which takes the head of the linked list as input and returns the head of the linked list after updating the values of the nodes. We start by creating a temporary node pointer, temp, to iterate through the linked list. Then, it enters a while loop that iterates through the linked list as long as temp is not null. Inside the loop, it creates an integer variable num that stores the value of the current node's value. Then, it creates two integer variables p1 and p2 to store the closest prime numbers to the current node value. Now, there is a check for if num is equal to 1, in which case the value of the current node is set to 2, as the nearest prime number to 1 is 2, and the temp pointer is moved to the next node, and the continue statement is used to skip the rest of the current iteration and move on to the next iteration of the loop. Otherwise, we use two while loops to find the nearest prime numbers to the current node value, p1 and p2. The first while loop decrements the value of p1 and checks if it is prime using the isPrime function. The second while loop increments the value of p2 and checks if it is prime using the isPrime function. Let's start writing a helper function, isPrime, which checks if a given number is prime or not. In this function, we run a loop from 2 to the square root of the number and check if it is divisible by any number. If it is, we return false, meaning it is not a prime number. Otherwise, we return true, meaning it is a prime number. Finally, we compare the difference between the current node value and p1 and the difference between p2 and the current node value. If the difference between the current node value and p1 is smaller or equal, we replace the current node value with p1, otherwise, we replace it with p2. Then the temp pointer is moved to the next node. After processing all the nodes, we return the head of the linked list with the updated values. And that's it. With this code, we are able to efficiently replace all the values of the nodes with the nearest prime number. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thank you for watching.